Hello and welcome. Right, we're going to tuck into this. We are doing the Venusaur at the moment. We are on bag number 21. And good afternoon, evening, and morning to you all around the world. And of course, as always, I hope you are all safe and sound. So what I'm going to be doing in the background is I've got the Lego website up and running. If you are building anything in the background, then obviously please do let me know and I can have a look on the Lego website for you. We're going to get as many bags done for this evening as we can, obviously, of this. We'll be looking at more than likely the new sets that have been announced this week briefly in this live stream, but then we will be having a deep dive into those sets later on. So if you've had any sets that have been delivered or anything else like that, then of course, please do let me know and we can just tuck into absolutely everything and we can then just go from there. So bag number 21 is the bag that is in question and we will be tucking into that right away. So we are still on the first box of this. This thing is now getting very, very chunky. So the stand's all been built. This has all been done. I've had little snippets at it, really. We haven't gone hardcore at it as such, but we're going to be doing probably 2 hours or so now, and then it'll be a longer build tomorrow, and then on the weekend, well, the outrageous. So, como la estamos? I haven't got a clue. I can't understand what you're saying, Sean. I'm assuming that is Spanish? Mexican? Not too sure. One or the other. So, hello, Reese. Hello, Sean. Hello, absolutely everybody. How are we all? Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. And of course, there is a poll running as always. Now, that poll is very, very simple. What's the reason why you get your set that you want? Nostalgia, investment, end result on display. Simple as easy as that. So, let us know what it is you think, because I think everybody's going to have their own end results of it. So, of course, I will be diving between the instruction booklet and you as we go through. So, if there's anything that has been delivered this week, because I know a lot of you have been picking up some bits and pieces and you're getting ready, sort of the building to start this weekend or Friday or whenever it's going to be. And then, we can just see what everybody's been getting up to, but I've got plenty of stuff to tuck in with. And of course, I nearly did the Paris one this evening, but I thought, well, no, I'll wait until this is done. I want to finish this bag off so we know how big it is. Then I'll probably do a mix of the Paris and then get the base ready for Blastoise. And then we're going to be on the Venusaur. But this is going to take a good while to do because I'm probably going to do the one, and then I am going to do this as a separate thing. So I might finish this off, get Paris and this one done in the same stream, then move on to Blastoise, and then this will just be finished when it gets finished. So we'll be diving between all of them, and I have not yet ordered Eevee either, because obviously I want to get Eevee ordered with the Pokemon Center, and when that arrives, I need to get that built up, but only for space. So once I know how much this takes up space-wise, we'll be absolutely laughing. Reese says, I picked nostalgia for the poll, but obviously it's a mix of a few things. It makes me want to get a set. The backlog is definitely logging at the minute. So Reese has, I'm assuming, going to be crumbling soon with regards to what it is you guys and girls are going to be building. Because Reese, have you decided what you're going to be building first? Have you actually got a plan of attack with the stuff that you came in? Because you said originally you were going to do your big boat, but obviously you wanted to do something slightly smaller set before then. But now I do believe the A-frame cabin has arrived, as has the other set at the same time. Oh, that's the head, by the way. That's the bit that we're currently doing. So we're in step 554 is where we're at the moment. Wonder how everybody is crumbling. And of course, with you, Sean, how is your Brick Link designer stuff going? Have you actually ordered the parts or anything for that, or are they on their way? Because I think you guys are going to have you have already, but you're going to have some incredible things to show off and display in the next few weeks. That is for sure. But we're on step 555 this end, and again, lots of detail in the bits. There's lots of little smaller bits, bigger bits, all the other little bits and pieces around. It's a chunky noggin, and like I said, it goes on to the body. A lot of movability within the feet. I didn't do the hips wrong. I was getting a little bit panicky, thinking, have I done the hips wrong? No, that is the complaint. There's a bit of gap there. Look, they've used the wrong color for whatever reason. But apart from that, it's just on the two hips on the back. The whole front is completely blue, and everything else is completely blue. So that could be fixed and tweaked if the piece was a little bit bigger. It is what it is. Reese says, I'm still deciding on what to start. They've all arrived at the same time. Might do a little Spider-Man, Sandman set, then start the length. Well, that's not a bad idea, because if you can just open up something and complete a bag or complete half of it tonight or tomorrow and whatever else, at least that way you can start fresh for the weekend, and you could be absolutely living the dream. Don't take me for anything, because I'm useless when it comes to that kind of thing. So it's just a case of I just keep plodding on and just make sure that the bag's pretty much finished before I start into any of those things. But yes, 556 is done. 557 is on the way. So what does everybody think of the new editions that have come out? We'll be looking at those later. We will do a sort of a 45. We'll do a dirty double tonight. We'll do a 45-minute sort of sit down chit chat, looking at the new stuff. Because tomorrow, I actually want to cover older IPs. I want to have a look at the older Lego IPs that the Lego Group have done in the past. Because of course they're obviously redoing Pokemon. Redoing Pokemon. They're doing Pokemon, but they're redoing Turtles. They're redoing a couple of the other little bits and pieces. So we're going to take a look at some of the Scooby-Doo sets, and basically every single IP that the Lego Group has ever had. Which I don't think some of them might be the first time me actually taking a proper look at the boxes, because it would have been a long time ago. But we've got the Ghostbuster stuff. We've got some Lego Ideas things to take a look at. We've got some SpongeBob SquarePants stuff to take a look at, and all that kind of thing. Parts order landed today. So today is a day of deliveries. So how many parts has been delivered for you, Sean? How many have turned up? Because a parts delivery is always a good bit of fun. I'm assuming it's a lot of the same colour that you've ordered, or have you spiced it up and gone for all sorts of exotic looking things? Where are we on that one? Nice. Okay. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I actually ordered parts, to be honest. I really cannot remember. When was the last time I ordered parts? It's been years ago, probably. So I ordered all the parts for the theme park section of the what was it? The paths. So I ordered all the really bright, colourful tiles. They are getting used slowly, but nowhere near as quick as what I thought they were going to be. So I've got quite a few. I'd say spare, but I've got a few of them. But then the problem is you get tucked into a colour, and it takes ages for them to arrive again, doesn't it? So you think, oh, you have to really plan your bits in advance. Don't do what I do and just think, oh, screw it, I'm messing all of that up. There, I think it's there. Yes, it is. So Reese has had half the Lego in the world sent to him. Shibo, what come SS? I haven't got a clue. You guys carry on. So parts in. God, I've got a tiny little fly that's starting to annoy me. Oh, I have a nice variety of vibrant colours going on, says Sean. Shibo, how is your building going on? Have you finished your Bricklink Designer Program set yet? Because you were teasing everybody that yours is obviously arrived and you're living the dream and everything else that's going on. So I'm assuming you're enjoying it, because the colours that are on this really are outstanding. Like the greens and the blues on this are really very, very nice. So obviously Blastoise is going to be slightly different, because you're going to have I've had an accident brown, bit of white, and then you've got the shell, and then you've got the blue as well. So yeah, be good fun to hear, or see, shall I say, not hear, what it is all to do with. All the different languages that you're giving me in the chat. Anybody know when the Paralympics start for the winter? Is it this Friday? I keep forgetting to check when it actually starts. I know it's not too far away because those Winter Olympics were just outrageous. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Got it. Spanish is your third. I don't even know my first language properly. So what's your second and first language then, Shibo? Good Lord. I'm gonna have to start educating myself. I feel my IQ feels like it's dropping quicker and quicker by the. I didn't think that was actually going to be possible, to be honest, but it is. It is. But this is all some little Easter eggs behind the ear as well on both sides. You've got like this little cool little elements that they've used, which is nice. Yeah. I see. You can communicate in 4 languages. Go on then. Let's go. Tell me what these languages are. What languages can you communicate in? Arabic, English, Spanish, and broken Russian. That is not too bad, Shibo. Not too bad. Let me guess, you're not a translator either, are you? You didn't bother to go down the translators and road? That is mad. Absolutely mad. I can just about speak English in a broken manner if I put my mind to it. And I dribble when I do that as well. Go, why the hell has this all of a sudden? This is the first bit where it's just gone, you know what? I'm not going to push on. What are you doing? Oh, I'm going to get angry at this quite quickly. The day that I've had today, I do not want to be messed around with this. What is going on with this bit? Break it down, start again. No, you're not a translator. Sean's fluent in gibberish. Yeah, I'm not too bad at gibberish, to be honest. I'm sure somebody could talk Sims as well if they really wanted to learn the Sims language. I'm sure there's somebody that knows the Sims language. What is going on? Oh. Still don't understand. Is that it? I've done a thing. Is the thing repaired? It is. I think. Pass. No idea. I literally must have been off by a stud when I did that. Must have been off by a stud. Reese is quite good at mumble English. Not too bad. You can't go wrong with that. See, look at this. Just making up new things as we go. Right. So with regards to this, that's the head, obviously. Wonder which way the actual eyeballs are going to go, but you have got the one clue. Is that a tooth? Oh, it is. It's the top of do the top of the jaw then. That's clearly enough. So I've done that side of the face. And then we've got the bottom jaw. Oh, we're going to put the tongue and everything in on this by the looks of it. Oh, well, we might have a mouth by the time we've done this little bit, which would be good. Also, I'm thinking of moving the coaster because it's doing my head in because it's in the way of this table and I can't move it back. So I know it looks nice there, but I am thinking if it will fit with the roof height, putting it in the Ninjago section, the other end of the docks. So we've got the old town, the red coast, and wrapping it round, because it would free up just some more space for this sort of display as well. Killian, the hunt for the set, the joy when you manage to build it from a random haul, making a straight set out of a box isn't just a challenge. Oh no. What are you trying to do, Killian? What are you trying? What are you trying to build? That's the question. What is Killian trying to do, and what am I doing? Why am I dribbling as much as I am? What is going on with this? Go that way? What a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'm assuming that's the way it goes. Oh yeah, it is. Right, we start again. Fantastic. I'm so shocked that Shiba can speak loads of. So what's your next language to learn then, Shiba? 4 languages. Just do it for fun in your spare time. Yeah, I'm going to learn. We'll learn a different one next. I see that Shiba's going to be building something tomorrow. What are you building, Shiba? Is it the set that you're still on, or have you opened up the next one? Because all of you have had crazy hauls recently. Crazy hauls. And by the sounds of it, they're not going to be slowing down anytime soon with all the pieces that you guys and girls have been ordering and everything else. What is that? Thank you. I feel like I am struggling with this at the moment. I've rushed to get back as well, so I am all over the place at the moment. I didn't think we'd have enough time to build anything out. There we go. Pieces are going on. Pieces are going on. 1, 2. This is the other. These are the part of his tooth. 3. Big bit for 4. And that bit. Magic. So you can see the teeth that are coming through on either side. So those little white bits that are sticking out. It'd be interesting what the tongue looks like. The part elements look quite nice. Right, I will jump to I'll catch up the chat in a second. So you guys and girls, entertain yourselves. Make use of the whatever it is, the emojis nonsense that you've got access to. And then I will add some more soon and chop and change some of those up. we doing with that? Those two. There it is. Magic stuff. It's hopefully. Oh, okay, we are. I say we should be getting. I don't know because I don't know how many more bags are for this. I'm assuming we've maybe got another bag for the face. There's no eyeballs in this one, so it'd be nice to get the face on this upload at least, and then more than likely get this one finished tomorrow because I might have a bit more time. So I might start earlier tomorrow and just do a longer stream building up the Paris architecture set. But then at the same time, that might be good to do Monday because obviously we do shorter streams at the start of the week, and then they get longer and longer as they go because of my weird and wonderful life. What bit is this? Oh, Killian's layout is just insane. Killian, have you ever email the obviously the email that's linked to this YouTube channel? If you take the photos in landscape so it covers your email address and nobody knows how to harass you unless you like that kind of thing, obviously. I can show it all off because that's how we did Shibo's last time. Because Killian's coffee table last time I saw it was the UCS Falcon, if I remember rightly. You had that in there, and you were doing your Ninjago thing up the wall, which looked nuts. Mark, hello, good afternoon, and welcome. How is life? How is everything going? Do you get that thing sorted with dreams, Mark? All done now? We all happy again? What are we on with these? One to the side, one to the front. Yes, Mark. I've got a clear yes from Mark. That's good. Forward and to the side. So are you is it anybody a Father Ted fan? Because I can see Killian talking about the Irish. Right, these are all the elements for them. Okay. His mouth is going to be huge. World Book Day. I tell you what, Shibo's just said he can speak 4 languages. So the question is, can Shibo read 4 different languages books? That'd be the key question. I can't read very well, Mark. So World Book Day was lost on me, to be honest. I don't think I've ever read a book from start to finish. In fact, I know I haven't read a book from start to finish. Even at school, I never did it. I do remember that dragon built cliff thing. That was a really nice looking display. So I do pay attention to what people send me, and that was years ago. So I still remember that. So Mark was Darth Vader. Killian said my 2 sons went dressed as Predator and Arnie. Did they go full sort of camo paint on them as well? Oh dear. Oh, that is naughty. Funny though. What, 82? 82. It's probably because I keep calling your name Shibo. That's why. If I keep saying Shibo's name, it shouldn't be any different to normal. It's whatever YouTube fancy at the time. So maybe maybe because you've said that Shibo can speak 8 different languages, 8 languages now, not 4, that you're going to get all the languages and you're going to get all the different adverts in all the different languages. I am currently putting its mouth together. I don't think I've seen these. I don't actually think I've seen these elements in this color. It's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool color, to be honest. Yeah, look at the inside of that. It's a nice looking mouth, isn't it? Look, the color looks really off. Is it me or? But yeah, so there's the mouth looking nice. There's the teeth. So it's a big thing. So it's yeah, I don't know what to give you the measurement at. More and more. So I said to you, I'm on my Pokemon binge, and I am almost at the end of Series 2 now for the Pokemon rewatch. And you know what? I clearly haven't seen it after halfway through Series 2 because the music changes. I had no idea that the theme tune to Pokemon changes halfway through Season 2 when they bin off Brock, and then they change it completely. It's like, oh, the classic I want to be the very best just disappears. It's like, oh, you've given me this weird thing instead. Right, that is its mouth, I'm assuming. This is something. There's a big old, look at the size of its head. Moves a little bit, but nothing too much. Oh, I've been penetrated into the DMs. Hang on. DMs. Check your DMs. Everybody's liked the video so far, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Can I show that off, Killian? That's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. Let us know if I can show that photo off and I'll show it to everybody. That's nuts. But yeah, it's huge. This thing is massive. And if you think of just how chunky this thing is, it's a big old thing. It is a big old thing. Yeah, I had to go a bit. Well, I don't know if it's later, earlier, probably later. I would have guessed. We'll still be doing it later on. I do. Right, there we go. That is Killian's little sprockets dressed up. That is fantastic. How long did it take to do that? Yes, Reese, I do. I get them from the Ninjago characters because it's just a good way of getting the people. So yeah, I think it works. I think that works well. Yeah, it works. It works nicely where you can just pick them up and do that kind of thing. I think it's okay. So well done, Killian. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. How long did it take? Oh no. Come on. Thank you. Just pop the jaw on. I put it on too soon. Oh, you're joking. How can I can't. Can I slide that in there? Can I slip one in? don't know. You have to entertain yourselves for a second. I've done that. Ew, blast. Blast. Why did that clip on? Oh, you knew that was going to happen. Idiot. Absolute monumental idiot. I'm assuming that's not designed to be pulled back off. Don't do what I've just done. I missed one bit, and it's just before I put the jaw on. Not ideal. You go where? You go there. That is there. You're up there. You lot must sit in there. Nice. It's sturdy enough. This piece is sturdy, but it's so strong. It's on by 4 clips. And that bit on the bit that's sticking out on the side, that bit, I just decided to forget to put in. Rude, how are we? Welcome, Rude. To be fair, I'm glad they all said hello because I was so busy dribbling putting this together. I didn't even see everybody appear in the chat. So how is everything going? Hopefully you are good. George, 3D printer. Of course you have, yes. There might be somebody that might need to test your brains about 3D printing. Yeah. So Reese says just recently subs to getting a couple. Can you get them? You can just pick the Lego magazines, Reese. You can just get them from any corner shop, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, and depending on where you go, they've got different minifigures on the front, so they're like a chase. DJI, how are we as well? Hi Matt, I worked a lot this week, so I was about to sleep. Well, you can start to dribble. That's all right. Yeah, I will do, Killian. I will do. Yeah, I'll pass it on. Yeah, I will pass that. I will pass that on. Right. There we go. So big question is for everybody. What is everybody doing building for this weekend? Has anybody got anything to build? They are, yeah. They are. So the magazines are only in there. Yeah, the DC mags were the DC magazines are what they got? They got Lego City, DC. They've got Marvel one from time to time. The Ninjago one's the best one because you can get up to 4 minifigures for the same price sometimes. But they do them. I think my place rotates them every like 2 weeks. But you just get minifigures from old, minifigures from new, and all that kind of thing. Right. So I can't see the chat at the moment. I am on bag number 22. I will jump back to the chat once I've opened up this bag, so you guys and girls can entertain yourselves. Everybody's liked the video so far, guys. Again, thank you very much indeed. With regards to the poll, I thought it would be. It's a 50-50. What makes you get the set you want? 50% of you do it for nostalgia. 50% of you do it for display. So I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 people doing it for investment, but yeah, it's all good. All good, sexy. All good, sexy fun. Right. I got the eyeballs. Look at the size of those eyeballs. There we go. Big old balls they are. Nice. Nice prints as well. That's good. I haven't got any duff prints on that. So can you remember the debacle with the Santa with the pink belt? Because the Americans were having a massive problem with that, weren't they? They were having a huge problem. Right, let me catch up with the chat and I'll read it in reverse order. Reese says, I saw something like a big ball inside with the diorama, the Pokeball. Yeah, that looks incredible, doesn't it? I should be done with the Outlaw by tomorrow. Then I'll start on the Small Forest mock for a medieval display. You're showing off now, Shivo. DGI says, did you hear about there's going to be a Pokemon set in August with molded pot? Yes. So, from what I've heard, and obviously it's all rumours, isn't it? It's going to be potentially the only set that is. It sounds a bit like the Nintendo Cube, where it opens up and you've got the bits and pieces on the inside. So I said to you, I wanted a Pokeball because I was thinking about the Mattel one. Now I don't have to worry, which is ideal. And Rude is asking, where's everybody from? I do believe. So me, I'm from the UK. So nothing, bad weather, bland food. That's about it. Me magazines. So for the Rude says for the magazines, Marvel, DC, Spider-Man, Friends, Dreams, Lego City, Friends, Technic, Star Wars, Minecraft. I don't think you... yes, you missed Ninjago. That's the only one you missed. Yeah, so you got the Marvel and the DC. Yep, you got the Friends, Dreams, Lego City. You've got a separate Technic one, separate Star Wars one. The Minecraft one's always sometimes good value as well. Depending, it's nice that they've got all the bits and pieces. But yeah, they do all of them, Yeah, so Ninjago always seem to be the strongest because Ninjago were the ones that started with the special anniversary tins. And now you can get so they did I think one of them, a really strong Star Wars magazine that a lot of people slept on, was the special edition in Darth Vader tin, because they don't charge any more money for the tins. It's like either $5.99 or $7.99 or whatever it is. But I picked up a Ninjago magazine where it had 4 minifigures. 2 of the minifigures were from more expensive sets. It was ideal. So I'm up at our place where we get them. They rotate because the magazines sometimes can be the same, but they've got a different minifigure on the front. So it's a bit like the old comics, because they used to release comics, didn't they, with different artwork on the front, and you had to go around and chase them all. So I've gone to certain shops for an Ninjago magazine, and depending on what shop you go to, it'll be different minifigures and a different cover. So from Germany. Nice. Yeah, Shivo, send us a picture over in an email, and we'll flop it back up, because your display is coming along very, very nicely indeed. And I say that to everybody. So if anybody's got anything they want to show off, if you email it to me in landscape, so it covers your email address, I can put it up on the actual laptop screen, nice and clear for everybody. And then you can then just let everybody know what it's all about. So yeah, that's all good sexy fun with that. And of course, we're 5 days into March, and we're already looking at lots of different sets potentially for April. So I do believe then we're going to be getting quite a lot of edition sets that are going to be coming out, because we've obviously got the helmets. We've got some other bits and pieces coming from the football stuff. I'm assuming that's going to happen for the World Cup stuff this year as well. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see because this edition's line looks like they're going to be putting the special Formula One stuff in there. It'd be interesting to see what else they do from stuff around the world, because it wouldn't surprise me if they maybe go into other footballing stuff, or maybe American football at the end of the year, next year, for like next season, depending on just how popular that might be. But yeah, have to wait and see. Hang on, let me go back up. What have I missed? Void. Killian's like, I met, yeah. Oh, that's it. So there's a lot. In all fairness, there's a lot of people. So when we do the evening streams, Rude, like we'll have most of Europe in at the same time, which is pretty cool, to be fair. So obviously this is just a random time at 5:30 on a Thursday night, but I mean we have loads. We had at one point we had Filipinos, Australians. We did have Germans in. We had Swiss in. Canadians, Americans, DGIs from the other not too far away either. Not yet. Oh no, Reese, I have. Sorry, yes, I have, but they're not officially out yet, are they? So yeah, so Killian, what they're doing now, they've got something called a. We'll look at it later on, but I can get it up on the screen in a sec. But they've got something called Lego Editions. So Lego Editions is the new foot. I'll put it up so you guys can see, and then we'll do a deep dive into it later on. But they've got the 2 helmets. So this is the instruction booklet, by the way. So that's what I'm currently doing. But if we go over to this, the instruction booklets, but they have got the new editions, and they've changed it all. So they've got all Formula One stuff up at the top. But the new edition, that changed right in front of us. Somebody from the Lego group's watching me click that. They're like, nope, we're not going to let you click on that. Try again. So there's the Lego editions, and you've got 4 at the moment. But there is supposed to be a set with Messi individually and Ronaldo individually. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that as a minifigure. But you have got the first two helmets are Ferrari, which is no surprise because they have a huge contract with Ferrari because they've got all the Ferrari play and builds at every single Legoland park moving in. And they did this before they signed with the F1 banner. So it's no surprise. That's why you always get deals on Ferrari. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming from there. Yeah, we'll be looking at those properly later on because there's about 5 new sets, I think, to take a look at. So we can drag that out for 45 minutes, can't we? But yeah, the minifigures, it's the artwork, that's it. Yeah, there's some different edition stuff. That it looks smart enough. It does look smart enough. But it'd be interesting to see just how well the Ronaldo and Messi, because those figures will sell like hotcakes. They'll be very, very different. I'm actually quite surprised they didn't do a Legends CMF wave. They could have done because they've done Germany. I don't know actually if Rude's got Germany, but they did a football Germany. God, that's bringing back memories now. So years gone by. Lego Germany CMF wave. They did its own special wave, which you could only get in Germany. And now it's worth quite a bit. So, yeah, they did. There we go. So you got Mesut, Bestian, Schweinsteiger, everybody. You got them all in there. Look, so they've got the whole German crew, but we never got them in the UK. Because these, if I remember rightly, the German football team was the same year that the GB medalists CMF minifigure came out, which I don't think was sold everywhere around the world. But yeah, you've got the full team if you wanted to get the full team, which would have been really cool, to be fair. And I'm surprised they didn't do like a Legends 11. Kind of would have just made sense because everybody would just bought all 11 of them, wouldn't they? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Recent, yeah, that's it. With the F1 because they've reset all the regulations again, haven't they? So it'd be if you're gonna watch it, they're in Australia this weekend, so it might be worth just seeing how it all goes. I know they've had a lot of problems as always, obviously with not just to do with all the flights and getting over there with obviously the world issues and everything, but they've had to add an extra start light in, haven't they? Because they sit on the start line for too long because of turbo spew. So they actually have to have a longer time to start. So something's going to go wrong at the start. It always does, but it might be worse than normal. Yeah, I think Legends 11 would have been a good thing to do for this year. I'm not too sure why they didn't do. Yeah, the print on the whole football teams. Obviously, it was just the same top and bottom. I do believe there was a captain's armband as well. So there was a separate figure with a captain's armband for that. So they really went to town, but we never were available to buy them in the UK. So yeah, never available to buy them in the UK. So Killian's saying there's more teams too. Just can't remember. Yeah, so you had the Adidas banner, didn't you? So you had like the football stuff with Zidane, and there was 4 teams with that. In the UK, again, they did 3 buses. The 4th bus, I've got a funny feeling might have been Germany again. So you couldn't have got that squad. And now they did the CMF wave. So that's I think there's been 5 big teams, and then they've done some 6-a-side teams as well. But yeah. Quite a lot, Rude. We stream quite a lot. So what we do, because I've got this on the go, I'm doing a build earlier on, but normally we kick things off. You're ahead of us, aren't you, in Germany? So you're 1 hour ahead. So if that is correct, normally I kick off about 8:39. Well, if you're an hour ahead, it'd be 9 o'clock or 9:30 your time. 9 o'clock your time? 8:30, 9 o'clock your time, because I'll kick off at either 7:30 or 8 o'clock over in the UK. And then over the weekend, we just do massive streams. Friday nights are usually the longest one because we recap all the Lego news and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we tend to just basically like this, just have a chit chat about all the different sets that's coming out and about, who's building what, and I'm just building this in the background. So, yeah, all good fun. All good fun. So let's have one of those. And we have got one of those. But no, we're always doing different bits and pieces. We always tend to do some like later streams, like the camp. So because we're all nuts, we tend to stay up till midnight and do the new launch dates. So we did the countdown to the Pokemon. We did the countdown. We did we saw New Year's Eve in doing the January releases. Literally like Happy New Year, boff. All right, who's buying what? Blah 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 blah. And they're the busy streams. We get quite a lot of people into those. Just we chit chatting about basically Lego sets and what they're hoping for the new releases. And of course, when that Lord of the Rings thing was making its rounds, everybody was excited for that one. I think there were some big people. Oh, honestly, Rude, we do deep dive. So if there's like no new Lego news in the evening, I just do a deep dive into the history of a theme, and we'll just spend an hour and a half just during the week of just looking at older stuff. So like on Friday, because there's not, unless they release a load of sets tomorrow, which I think's still a little bit early, we'll cover all this week's news as such tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do a deep dive into all of the old IPs and take a look at the older sets that they've done. Again, Turtle, Scooby-Doo, everything that you can think of. And then just have a look at the sets that we've not really had a proper look at in a long period of time. So, yeah, everybody's as nuts as each other. So, Reese, Code Brown, have we? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, get to it, Killian. Because Reese was saying the other day he's after some minifigures. So Lego expert level. I wouldn't go that far. If you level expert level. Well, if you go by the emojis that you got given, this one means somebody's just crumbled because they've just bought a Lego set. This was everybody's idea. And then we've got Code Brown for obviously the reasonings why. And then what else have we got? We've got the Pokemon stuff. And then we have got an ongoing joke with Willy Wonka, which is this one, because it's the first ever set that went on to times 4 points. Roaming Bricks, hello there. How are we, sir? How is life with you in India at the moment? So I told you we get lots of people in from all around the world. So it's always nice to speak to everybody from all over there. Killian's right. To be fair, all of us that literally will collect something. So I everything that my whole display is made up from a theme park perspective. So this is going in a Miniland display. It's going over 4 tables. We've got the big Colosseum. We've got the Bowser. We've got some other little bits and pieces over on that bit. All of this is going to be that. Behind here is the Lord of the Rings eyeball and other little bits and pieces. This lot designed that side of the city, and then it carries on. It goes over on that side. So there's plenty of stuff in here that we mess around with and do as well. So yeah, all good fun. No, Rude, no problem with that. No. So there's lots of people that enjoy those kind of things, because we were talking about for this, we actually did a deep dive into Mattel, because I wanted to see what has already been out and what we thought the Lego group were going to do moving forward, because I think that's the reason why they've done much larger models. And of course, there's loads of other ones to do. In fact, I got sent an email today from a company asking me if they wanted to send me a set to do a live stream with. I can't remember the company. You've just reminded me, Rude. You've just reminded me. So who was that? Who was that? Let's have a look. So who approached me? So I got a message. I want to see if I can find them. JM Bricklayer. Anybody heard of JM Bricklayer? So what they've asked me, which I thought was nice, is this set. Whatever this set is this one. So it's a drag. We would like to see what this is all about. But this looks pretty cool. I've never heard of the company before. But it's 2 and a bit base plates long. So that's I thought that was a smart looking thing. But from what I thought when I read the email, it was a UK company. But clearly, is it a UK company? Pass. But you can see you've got the different chapter 1, chapter 2, with different dragons and mythical creatures. So I don't know. Maybe. So I'll email them back. More than likely, I know. It's because what they've done, they've seen us with our fantastic brown emojis and gone, that's a person I want to be affiliated with. I was like, oh, okay. So I was thinking to myself, no, I'm sure what it'll be is there'll be some person somewhere just sending emails out to everybody. But if it's American, I'm never going to get it, am I? So Rue got one. Received a mail from Les DIY for a collab date. Ooh, check you out. That's what I've got to get sorted next, isn't it? I need... yeah. See, there we go. The dragon looks good. Yeah, the dragon does look smart. Oh, we've got Code Brown. Yeah, we've got Code Brown for... Would Reese and Sean like to explain why there's a Code Brown emoji for Rude and anybody else that's in the background as well? Because it's still one of the funniest moments this year for me. I laughed so hard. There's going to be there's new reveals already. Yeah, there'll be lots of reveals, DJI, coming for April. They normally get them done within the first 2 weeks, don't they? There's nothing massive and expensive yet, but if I remember rightly, last year, well, then this was thanks to Ultra Bricks. It's Luigi is the one for next month. So what with January, February, March, April, May is Star Wars. So we know that the 5th is May the 4th and all of that kind of thing. So Star Wars month is going to be massive, but we'll see all of that next month. But the Lego Group's already done a teaser for the Luigi Mario Kart car. So we know that that's going to be the expensive set for this year. But it just depends on what other smaller sets are going to be coming out. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But long story short, I got stuck on the toilet during a strip. It was very funny. It started off with a lengthy-ish stream. Oh, I'm gonna everybody talk with Saturday night. Oh, I'm gonna get an Indian, I think it was. And all we're saying, Rude, is the Indian went wrong, and we were getting live commentary as it was happening, and I was honestly in tears. I was in tears. It was very funny, very funny. I don't know who cleans your drains in Germany, but Dino Rod was there. Good evening, Ultra Bricks. You've not missed too much. Don't worry, there's just some bits and pieces going. Rude is saying hello to everybody. So Rude's from Germany, just tucking into Lego stuff, which is lovely. And yeah, we're just talking about, DJI was just saying like the sets that we think are going to be coming out for next month. And I was saying that you said about it was Super Mario month last year. So I think Luigi is going to be the main event, and that'll be very difficult to get hold of. No, Rude. So basically, he had an Indian. I was about to finish the stream, and then was like, and then brown rain. Just imagine like a biblical amount of brown rain, and it was a huge code brown moment for about 20 minutes, but it went through the man in about 10 minutes. So, so it was a big. It was. It was. I reckon I could smell it from here. It was funny and it was bad, very childish, but it still makes me chuckle to this day. So all we were doing was just entertaining the stuff while laughing, and we just hanging. We just imagine hanging on for dear life. So you will learn that a lot of people use me for a toilet break. So that's where the golden toilets come from, because a lot of people go, "Oh, I've just popped to the loo." It's like, "Oh, great, oh, that's nice to know." I'm glad I can entertain people from the toilet, but yeah, we're just a bunch of big kids, really. That's all it is, a bunch of big kids. But yeah, we will be just tinkering around for this for another little while, obviously, and then what I'll do is I'll go off, stuff my face, because I got in a little bit later. I had emergency vet's appointment today, so that's obviously took priority. And now I will be just having a look at all the edition sets later, and then tomorrow it should be there'll be a big double tomorrow, because we'll do a big build tomorrow, and then do a deep dive into the history of all the other IPs, because I think there's a lot of IPs that people have forgotten about. And it has been brought to my attention today that SpongeBob might be making a return. Now, the SpongeBob SquarePants sets are very, very expensive. The old Turtle sets are very expensive. You've got a lot of IPs that I wonder if the LEGO Group is starting to get more IPs back because of people like Mattel and other companies are doing stuff with other IPs now. So it's not just the LEGO Group that are doing IPs. There is a lot of other third-party companies. It's not. I say third-party. That's not right. It's alternative companies that are doing it. And they've either got their own bits and pieces in or not. He's on. He's just been very lethargic yesterday, so I took him in. I just rushed him in this afternoon, and they were really confused with what he was going on about. So. It was Rocky. Rocky was the one. So he's drugged up to his eyeballs now. As you can imagine, he's like all over the place, and he's fast asleep. So we've got to see how he's like in the morning. So yeah, well, that's it, Robin Bricks. To be honest, I have to keep rotating it around. I've got that golden ticket still there. I have got the golden ticket still there, because I know you like that golden ticket, but we had to take the golden ticket out for the crumble. That's what we took it out for. So we will keep. If I can get some more people, eventually, I'll be able to add more in. I can only add at the moment 7, and when we hit the next number of channel members, we can then unlock another 5 or 6, and then that way we don't have to keep rotating them around. But I want a Matrix one in there for you guys, because obviously the amount of time we talk about hacking, it'll work quite well. But it was a very big brown rain moment. Yeah, Code Brown goes on here more than yeah. You shouldn't have asked, Rude. That's it. You set it all off now. You shouldn't have asked. Will there be any new sets around? Yes, DGI. Yes, there's supposed to be loads of new sets coming for May. Loads and loads of them. So you have a new UCS set as per tradition. Because don't forget, they're going to be they're getting rid of the 3, aren't they? So the Falcon's retiring this year, the Venusaur's retiring, and the Sail Barge. So they're going to be releasing 2 new UCS sets this year, as always. So I think you're going to get a lot of Mandalorian stuff. I think that's what's going to be coming out, and it'll be in linking with the film. So if you're a Star Wars fan, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be absolutely laughing. So yeah, just have to wait and see what happens with that one. Wait and see what happens. But I bet you're really glad you asked that question now. So Yeah, crumbling is a thing around these parts. That's it. So, hey, the shipping containers arrived from Reese. Yeah, so Killian, there's going to be a lot of Star Wars stuff coming. And you got some new UCS sets. I don't know if you're. I don't know what other UCS sets have you got, Killian, with regards to Star Wars. I know you're the big Star Wars collector out of everybody. Oh, you are absolutely joking. I've just ripped his jaw off again. So that bit that I said was on really sturdy, clearly isn't. Oh, we seem to be popping ourselves off now. What's going on with this? Where did that bit just go? There it is. Why are you giving me so much jip for your jaw? I can't have got this wrong. I mean, I could have, obviously, but I shouldn't have. Doesn't quite make any sense. If I got that bit on backwards. What an absolute monumental knob. Right, there we go. There. So basically, you can't move the mouth. That's my lesson. If you move it any further than that, it literally rips those two pieces off on the inside. So that's it. That's what you get for its mouth. So its mouth's always open. So I've just got to be careful pushing the rest of the pieces on the back, which is a bit of a shame. I thought you had haven't you got the UCS Falcon, Killian? You not got the UCS Falcon? I thought you picked that one up. So I thought that was in your table, or did you sell that? Has it been binned off? Because apparently we're going to be getting a Mandalorian UCS set, supposedly. And we're going to be getting, well, we don't, it was leaked, wasn't it? But it was an AI image, but how quickly Lego reacted to it and got it shut down kind of confirms that it is going to be coming. So, yeah, if you're a fan of long length, then it's definitely going to be one for you, Killian. That's the thing. That is for sure. Right, where are we at? 5 of those. And that one, and that one. Nice. When you get into the rhythm of this, is like I've said this all the way through the build, minus that weird, why that sort of is getting a little bit pedantic with those bits keep pinging off, which they shouldn't do. Everything else is being very, very quick and simple to put together. So we've been flying through the bags, no problem. It's not like we've exactly rushed to put this together, is it? We've been chilling out and looking at all the different sets and all that kind of thing. So it's just a nice build. But I will be getting the Pikachu, and I will be getting the Eevee, so we can see what they all look like sort of together at different scales. Because I don't know, because if they are obviously, if this Pokeball is going to be real, then that should be the last big one that they do maybe this year. And then it's not a concern, but it kind of makes it out with what people are saying. And of course, it's all rumors, so we'll take it as somebody's personal opinion rather than actual fact. But if they are going to be just doing this one set with figures, then clearly the rest of it is going to be smart brick technology, like the Mario, I would imagine. So it's going to be larger, potentially larger things, which I don't know if I'm going to try. Because I did say I'd like to try and make it work, but again, from a theme park setting, it might be a little bit tricky to make that work. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, what bit is this? Oh, don't stop putting up a fight. Thank you. Let's go back up. Hang on. So Reese says, why is it when I'm on buy and break, I'm seeing the 70 square center because the universe is horrible to you? Old Brick says, most of the sets that include partial elements of the Star Wars 8080, but very true. Exactly. That's basically just going to fall apart. Sprinkled in. Just sprinkled in there. Nice. Nope. I have like 3 or 4 smaller ones. I have a couple of chances to buy one, but I've never bothered. The only one I kind of was the Razor Quest. I've got the Ewok Village, but that's the, yeah. So I don't know if they're going to do any more Master Builder series. That was a bit of a shame that they never did one. Oh, with me, it's like poured in there. Just comes straight out. Like, oh, drop this, smash. Great. That's something else. It's when I sell it, somebody else is going to get a secret bit in for that. Oh, there's 10 more. There's 10 more minifigures in here that should be. Oh, that's where they all are. Brilliant. So if anybody is bored because it's been bugging me and I haven't had time to do it yet, is there a reason why the Pokemon theme tune changed halfway through Series 2? Because I have never heard this theme tune before. That's obviously when I stopped watching, because I remember there was a time where it was on normal telly, then it moved to Sky, and we back then didn't have it, so never actually got to see it. So now all the stuff that I'm watching, I've never actually seen before, which is pretty cool to watch for the first time. But I know there's like over 1,000 episodes, which I'm going to be really tucking into. But I didn't realize they changed the theme tune as early as what they did. So anybody knows the reasoning behind it? Because I just assumed that was the theme tune to the show. Because everybody knows I want to be the very best. But clearly it wasn't. It was only on for the first series and maybe 3 quarters, unless it comes back. But I don't know. I do not know. I'm sure somebody will have the knowledge that I don't have. I have no idea. Right, let's just make sure we're all back up with it. Ah, Rude. There we go. Sorry, Rude, I missed that. I have to walk my dog. We'll be right back. Not a problem, Rude. Enjoy the dog walking. I was about to say Rude's gone quiet. Did we scare him off with the brown rain? Just when I scrolled up enough. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I've got a few of them, but I'm going to keep the slice. The 8080 is very questionable. What's going to happen with that? I think I will keep it. I have to get rid of some. So the big balls is going to go. That's definitely going to go. I've got a ghost. If anybody would like a ghost, I keep saying this. And I've got the T6. I've got the ATTE. So I've got like the vehicles and stuff needs to go. Because basically what I'm doing for Pokemon was what I was going to do for Star Wars. So because I've now given this, I'm now giving this Miniland sort of display 4 full tables is what it's going to take up over the period of time. So I'm just going to that's what it's going to be. And yeah, sacrifices are having to be made. So that's fine with me, because I can do what I wanted to do with Pokemon instead of it being Star Wars. And it's not as expensive. Got the ghost. Roman Bricks likes the ghost. Yeah. So how's everything in India? Roman Bricks, all safe and sound? We all good? Are we all good? Yeah, that's the one I've got. I've got the newer Ghost. It's just down there on the. It's literally been built and it's just been sat on the floor. That's its home. Since I built it, it's like, oh, not really gone through. Yeah, that's right. Good. That's good, Roman. That is good. I am assuming this is its ears. Now, I'm not a magician, so I am. Oh, I've got to be so careful. I put my hand on the other side. Yeah, there you go. That's his ears. I think it's clicked in. It's a bit freaky without his eyeballs on, doesn't it? So yeah, it's going to be a big, chunky monkey. That is. Yeah, it probably was scary, isn't it? It's literally, I literally built it, did one video with it, Killian, and it's been placed in the same spot for that whole amount of time. Outrageous. Oh, Killian says, I've even taken it out the outer box it arrived in, which was 3 years ago. I will be, Reese, yeah, that is the plan. So we'll be doing this for, what we now, we're 6 o'clock now. Another hour, I would imagine we'll do this for, maybe another hour and 20. I'll get some food and then we'll kick off at 8 o'clock, just for like a 45-minute stream later on to cover the new edition stuff. We just want to have a look at the helmets, just have a look, see the stickers, tiles, and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, we'll then do a much longer build tomorrow and even build a bigger one at the weekend. So I built the DeLorean. Oh, hey, you can't go wrong with that. That's a good pace to build that DeLorean, especially when you're talking and doing different bits and pieces. It's easy to make mistakes when you're sort of chit-chatting away. Or if you're just as stupid as me, Roman Bricks, you just end up doing everything wrong. So I'm sure you haven't got that problem, but I do tend to dribble from time to time, which is not really a good look. But no, as long as it's all good, that's what I want. As long as that all works out for you. And what do you think of it? Was it a good build? And of course, what way, because I haven't caught your replay, what way did you build it? Did you build it as the car or did you build it as the floater? Which way did you go? Because people are buying, that's why, again, it was selling out so quickly, because people were buying 2 of them, weren't they? People were buying 2 of them. DJI, do you recognise what I wrote? Is that the newer one? I'm assuming we all live in a Pokemon world. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? So that's the new song, but it's nowhere near as good. I don't think it is anyway. It'll grow on me probably, but I heard it for the first time. I was like, what is this? When was this ever happen? But there must have been a reason why. Did you get the Back to the Future in car, Killian? Because it does look, it's almost universally loved by the sounds of it. Like every single person that's actually got it, that one and the car, they love. So yeah, those 2 sold out very, very, very quickly. So my question in debacle is, and obviously you guys are very switched on with this. I'm not so switched on. But if people are talking about this Pokeball, and it's all if, buts, and maybes, and you've seen a date again, maybe, what day does it fall on? Just so I know if I can get to the Lego store or if I have to do a live stream at midnight and how tired I'm going to be. Because don't forget, normally the new releases fall on the 1st, and it's just lucky dip of when they are. So we were really lucky this month just gone, because the 27th for this obviously fell on a Thursday, but then it was just lucky that the 1st was at a weekend, so it wasn't as horrendous. But I am on step 624 now. 624. Oh, you're going for the flying one? Are you going for a flying McQueen? He's not going for a lightning McQueen. He's going for a flying McQueen. Oof. Killian's got the older DeLorean. Ah, you got the one from the 3rd film, then, have you? Where it gets pushed with the train. Because this is from the original film, isn't it? The new one that they've just done. And then a lot of people were obviously getting 2. One was flying around and one was just chilling out, I think. Killian Lowe's Back to the Future. Longer than 45. Well, this is going to be longer than 45 minutes, but later on, there's probably only going to be about 45 minutes worth to talk about. So tomorrow will be much longer. But no, it'll take about 45 minutes to go over the bits and pieces. It always goes on slightly longer than that anyway, doesn't it? But yeah, we'll keep ticking over and see what happens. But it's nice that this is slowly starting to come together. Oh, they've made this quite a nice shape. So I'm not too sure why they've done the shapes with Winnie the Pooh, how they've done them, when they've made this look really, really nice. Maybe Winnie the Pooh's not as bad in person. So I've not gone back. Has anybody gone to the Lego store since the first in the last 5 days to see what the stuff looks like? It'll be minifigure scale molds, won't it? Is what I think. I think that's what it's going to be. So it'd be like a hard plastic molding, maybe, because they're not. I can't imagine them only doing it for that set. So they might return later on, but it all depends on what they do with the actual playability of the sets later on in the year. Because if they're going to be built figures, a bit like basically if they do it how Mattel's done it, then it might be a one and done for those. But it'd be very interesting to see who they do, because of course you've got the GS ball, which is the gold ball with the white, so they could redo another Pokeball if they wanted to. So there's a couple of things that they could potentially do. Oh, Killian's got working doors. Well. Killian is showing off to the world. Showing off to the world. Right, I'm going to show off my... Look at that. That's come together quite quickly, isn't it? Look at the shape of it. Multitasking, drinking, talking, doing. It's got the big balls in the back of his head, though. So if I push this by the jaw, obviously its mouth's going to fall off. So that's obviously the weak point. So I just got to be careful of not pushing on from there. So maybe I push it in that way. Well, this is very true, Killian. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But people that aren't switched on in the car world will be like, what does he mean, working doors? I do still find, I said this before though, with the doors, I still find it very, very funny because it actually physically did make me laugh when I saw the film and was like, how is he in the machine? How's he actually in it? Because he was in the trailer. So when he turns up and they meet each other in the car park and he reverses out, because he couldn't have got in because it's doors that open up on the side. So he would have physically had to have driven in and shut it and then waited for that moment. Oh, it is funny. Oh, is that his nose? I didn't even realise there's a printed nose piece. All right. At least there's no stickers. I don't think there's any stickers in this set. I didn't see any in the instruction booklets. But that doesn't say much after what happened to me last time. I still can't believe that happened, by the way. Devastated with that. I can't believe none of you told me either. Cannot believe not a single person on the internet told me that there was a problem. I was like, how did nobody tell me? I literally cried myself to sleep that night. Literally did. Is that on the wrong bit? Oh, bugger. Yes. That one, and that one goes there. Makes sense. All right, that's the... Oh, don't drop it. That's the next bit going in. Getting bigger. Getting bigger. Old Brick says, enjoy the Speed Champions Dorian. Good little snack build. I like that terminology. Good little snack build. Ah, the eyeballs. The eyeballs. How and why? What am I doing? That is correct. That is correct. They go that way. I'm scared of pushing too hard that I'm going to ruin its face. All right. That's on that one. That eyeball is on that one. That bit is 100% not in the correct bit. That's definitely not in the correct bit either. Oh, don't say I just dropped on its jaw. Oh, this jaw. What's going on with it? Oh, good Lord. My patience has been tested with this now. So the head's now that heavy, I've got to hold it, because if I put it on its jaw, it keeps dropping that bit out. But there we go. That's what it's starting to look like. How amazing does that look? Sheba doesn't have to get ready to leave the house. What are you leaving the house for, Sheba? How dare you? Well, be safe. Have a good day. We'll be kicking things off earlier tomorrow. And then are you at home tomorrow, Sheba? Are you doing a long build? So I might just go earlier. I might just kick things off at like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoons. I can, and then just crack on. If you can't tell, Kai keeps dropping your comment. That's fine. Kai has all 3 Transformers. Well, what is the next Transformer going to be? That's the question. Will they do Megatron? Because they could do the Megatron from the movie, but they can't do Megatron from G1. Well, yeah, I'll go live earlier, Shibo, so you can just build away. That's going to be the plan, because I've got to build this up and get an unboxing video of this sorted. Would people like to see this built soon? Because I could finish this off and then do this and this in a separate, as a one-er, and then move on to Bulbasaur, because I can do an unboxing video for this separately and then do a review video for it separately. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think Lego's starting to collab with more IPs. I think they're just trying to do more bits and pieces. Yeah, Megatron be a good one, but they can't do G1 because it turns into a gun. So they won't do that. They can, oh, that is there. You little beggar. Found you. They could do the movie Megatron because it turns into a plane, but they can't do the gun, obviously. Right, perfect. That's the ear in. I've now got to pop its head on without actually destroying everything. Take it easy, Shibo. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah. Well, you can see what the problem is. They're not going to do it as a. That's the weird thing with that cartoon. It just turned into a. Well, they could do a tank. They could do. Would they? Probably not now. If we think about what's going on in the world, Killian, maybe not, because they've got a very strong thing on that. They could do it as anything really. They could just make it up. Oh, please don't break. Don't break. Oh my good grief! I'm pushing. What's his legs doing? Oh, don't start this. Don't. Come on, sit yourself down. It's got a lot of flexibility in its back's legs. I'm not going to lie with that. Right. Going for the wiggling technique. There we go. That is never coming off. That is never coming off. My good grief, that's heavy. If you were to throw this at somebody, that would hurt if you threw this at somebody. So what does this look like on the stand now? Good Lord. Feels like it was ages ago when we got this stand up. So this stand looks really effective. And that is... That is very nice. That is huge in person as well. Huge in person. Hang on. You know what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, they're both big. Both big. So obviously this is missing its massive flower on the back. So yeah, they look good side by side. It's going to work well in a mini land, I think. I think that's going to look really nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this mini-land display. Yeah, because there's going to be lots of lives coming up, and obviously lots of videos being uploaded with regards to the stuff that I can't do on the live. Those uploads will be uploaded in a couple of weeks, so you'll be able to look back and be like, "Oh, yeah, it did used to look like that." And Starscream's a good shout. Starscream is a good shout. It's a look at its ass. Look at that. It is an absolute beast. So yeah, it's a tank. It's a chunky monkey, is what this one is. Everybody's liked the video so far, guys. Thank you very much indeed. I haven't actually checked the polls out yet. So we're 11 votes in, 10 likes. So that's a much better ratio than normal, which is great. So we've got 9% for building experience, 55% if you just care what it looks like as an end result on the display, and then 36% of you have gone for nostalgia. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Right, this comes back off. That goes over. And we will carry on with that. So again, we're on bag 23, I do believe we're about to start. Oh, what a cool name. Welcome back. I wasn't for a second then. I misread that you're back after having a pee and a code brown, and Oscar's your dog. It's like, who really went out to the toilet? Who walked who? There you go. Oscar with a code brown. Absolutely. I had my very own code brown to deal with today, and it wasn't human. Smudge decided to absolutely drop one in the truck when I was driving through. I was like, oh my God. Oh, bless him. I didn't realise, actually, he must have done it at the vet's. And then when I opened the carry case and picked him up, he was covered in it, and he got poo all over my yellow hoodie. So I got like individual poo paw prints as I was holding him when he was getting... Oh, what an afternoon I've had, honestly. Something... My life. Ooh. These. Double. But no, Killian, that's Killian or Kai. We'll say probably Kai for this conversation. Starscream would be a cool one. They could do the 86 version of Starscream. That would work. That would work quite well. I was tempted to go and get the Transformers, and I still think the Transformers would work within this thing, but they're just going to do too many of these. So I would rather sacrifice the Transformers and get more of these, I think, because yeah, I think that's what I'll do, because four tables for a walkthrough mini-land display where it literally starts at one end and works its way over, I think should be absolutely fine. So yeah, it should be good, because don't forget, in case anybody has forgotten, I know it's been a minute, but this is what this looks like behind here. So we've got a nice backdrop, and I have moved. Can you see that now? I have moved the haunted house. So the haunted house works nicely there. So it's a nice looking backdrop on that thing. I know I'm in the way, but you can. Which way do I need to stand? That way. So yeah, you can see what they're looking like, and yeah, it works. It works okay. You've got the T-Rex coming out the corner, but some of that will have to be chopped and changed and moved about. But we can make that work. But you know, this is going to have to move. I think this coaster will have to. It's going to have to move because it's just so big and it physically can't go anywhere else. And if I'm going to be putting this thing in and some of the other bits and pieces in, then yeah, that's what we're going to have to. That's what we're going to have to do. So, but this box is absolutely massive, massive. Yes, it's Kai, and no, not going to do the Starscream from '86. Shocking. What, the film? You must have seen the original film, Kai. Get your dad to put it on for you. The classic. It's literally a musical with cartoons. That's basically what it is. Brilliant. That's what you want, isn't it? There you go. Spend all day washing a bed for 5 minutes to puke in. Absolutely laughing. That's what you want. So Kai, have you seen the original movie or not? Because that's where a lot of the characters could come from. Because Bumblebee's obviously not the he's the Beetle, isn't he? Not the Camaro. And I think in the original film, he's a different car there as well. So they seem to just be making it up. So if you've not seen it, if you watch the original film, it's like the cartoon, not the actual CGI film. There's variations of the character that they could do in future. And Starscream they've got lots of options with Starscream because he's a completely different color palette in the I think it's 86. I think that's when it came out, all the way back then. I saw it for the first time. I think it was last year, and I was like, oh right, fair enough. But yeah, there's a lot of characters that they could. There's a lot of characters that they could do. But I said this when it happened. I was amazed that they waited so long to bring out another Transformer because I don't think Prime sold very well until people realised, oh, there's going to be another one, and then there's another one. But now they're all retiring. So the problem that you've got is I understand why Prime's retiring because it's been out for so long. But also at the same time, people that are waiting for a Megatron or something like that to happen, they probably should have done a Megatron and a Prime at the same time, maybe. But you don't know how long they've got the IP for. So I'm sure they're going to do another film. I'm sure they are. Where are you? Where are you? There we are. Magic. So right, we're getting to that point of the evening now. Who's going to be eating what? Who's got what for food? That is now, we're moving on to the next segment of this live stream. Munch. Who is going to be devouring what food? Because I have had probably 3 biscuits today, and maybe I think I had a packet of crisps as well. So I've not done too badly. So I will have to smash something down me before the next stream. What? Doesn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense. What's going on with that? Well, I've got an interesting problem. Now, I know I'm now thinking of food, but what is going on with this? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Right, so I'll show you. I will show you this. I'll show you this, and then I'll be looking at the. So, if you all look at step 336, where it goes grey, the 4 stud for the tan, and then the yellow, and then you look at 37. I can't physically make that fit because if you look at, I must be missing something. So I don't understand how, because in the picture, oh, I know what it is. It's all right. Absolutely mental schlong has figured it out. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. It's good to share these things. It's good to share these things. I was off by a stud, wasn't I? Of course I was. Tell you what, this name is it's now starting to become more and more relevant every single time I do this stream. What an cheese. Right, we are getting on with it. So there you go. You just had a look. You didn't have to even know what I did wrong. I've just done it. I've moved on with my life, and we are good. So let's have a look-see at the chat. Right. So DJI says, can you check out Alien Quest? What we can do that this evening. We can have a quick look at that with the new stuff this evening, and then yes, we'll have a proper deep dive in it tomorrow, maybe. So Reese says I'm steering well clear of that one. What, from the throne? What's going on? Oh, hang on. Don't use the same takeaway. Oh no. Oh, so was it food poisoning you had then, Sean? Ooh, fish and chips for Ultra. So who else is eating what? Everybody's liked the video as well, guys. Thank you very much indeed. You know, starting to make me hungry. That's what's going to happen. Felipe, welcome to you. Am I getting the new Batman game? I would. That's the Gotham game, isn't it? The Lego one. I would like it. But I haven't got a console to play it on yet. So I would like to, and I think I'm going to get a. Eventually, I'll get a Switch. I think, because I do believe that in 2027 there's going to be a new exclusive Pokemon game coming out on the Switch, and it is actually based on all of the water stuff from the Philippines. That's where they got inspiration from. So I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. So why not? Why not? But yeah, as it stands, I would like to, but I need a console for it. So I just need to, basically, I need to earn more money. That's what I do. That's what I need to do. I think we all do, don't we? Deep down, we all need to earn more money. That's all it is. That's all it is. But yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be a nice thing to have. I haven't had my last console was that I bought would have been a P. Well, I say bought. I don't even think I bought it. Thinking about it, have I actually bought a games console? I don't know if I have. Because when I was a little one, I had a Sega Mega Drive, a PS1, PS2, and then I didn't then have anything from a PS2, and in 2019, when I got a new phone, for whatever reason, they gave me a free PS3, which has been turned on maybe twice, and since then, that's it. Handheld console. The last handheld console I had was a Game Boy Color, which I only had Pokemon Yellow on. I didn't have any other game on. I just literally, I think I nearly completed that game 100%. I think did all like the little side missions and everything, and I had the. Can you remember the how-to guides where you had to look in the manual and it showed you what way to go and what square to get to for those different bits and pieces? I was doing all of those. So if I remember rightly, my Pokemon team was really strong. But it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So I need to but yeah, because I'm now obviously watching all of them religiously every night I'm getting a good few episodes in a night, and it's really good to watch. When I get to the newer Pokemon stuff, it'll probably make me want to play some of the games, but I'll probably just go straight in with the newest one. But he says that. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. But I'm on step 650 at the moment. Check me out. So step 650, page 246 of 247. So we are chundling along on this one. It's a very, very enjoyable build. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, good fun. Right. Gillian. What's happening? Tell me, Killian. I don't know. Kai's back. Kai's back. Welcome back. He's not. Killian's like, no, he's not. Kai's back. He's not. Noah, welcome. Please say what again? What do you want me to say? Oh, DJI is having an early week. Well, has your delivery arrived yet, DJI? Your spontaneous purchase of Apocalypseburg, one of the biggest sets. What is going on with that? I want to know what's going on. But Felipe, welcome to you. Everybody that's liked the video again, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, hopefully you're all fit and well and living the dream on this, well, today, basically. That's all we can hope. Right. But we'll try and get another bag done after this, if possible. Which would be good. What's going on? There we go. Just built the Spider-Man and Sandman minifigures. What are they're I haven't seen. I've got the that's the Sandman minifigure that I don't have. I've got the Sandman minifigure, but not that one. So are you enjoying it so far? Because that is like a nice evening just build, isn't it? Just something a little bit smaller. I would say. Because that way it's just not. I always find sometimes it's quite nice to add to the display quite quickly with a few smaller sets, and then you can just tweak it. But because all of this is new to me at the moment, I don't mind the size of the build whatsoever. I do like the bigger builds, obviously. So I don't think Eevee would take too long to build up. I'm sure of that one, so that should be okay. Because I've only got 60 days to redeem that thing, so I've got to be careful. So if I forget to do it, I might have a little sob. So I can get that built up on a live stream, get it reviewed and everything else. So yeah, because it's going to be June, July. Is it August? Isn't it the next Pokemon stuff? I've got 4 of the same thing to build. This is it's going to be quite a large element when this is all built up and done. Quite a big thing. Catch back up there really in the chat real quick. All right, how are we getting on? Millie? Well, like Millie Bobby Brown? Millie. Is that what you want me to say? Fair enough. I'm assuming that's what it is that you wanted to. If that's what you wanted, that's what you've been given. That is absolutely fine. Everybody else can type it and say it in their own way if they want to in the chat as well. I do get some random requests. Nicely done. 4 of those. 2, 3. So with regards to gaming, because Felipe's got me thinking about the gaming now, who has what console and what's the last thing you did on it? Is that a pumpkin? I've seen ghosts. I think I am. I swore I saw a cat then. This one. 656 is the next one. 656. Ah, look at the colours of this. Massive. Right, I'm... So 657 asks me to ram it in its hole. There it is. Is that the right way? Oh, get in. I'm assuming that's going to be the bottom of it. There's a lot of pieces just for this as well. I've got Switch 2. Would recommend Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that it's a very, very good console. Very, very good console. Just seeing what Reese was saying, I was thinking about the Hulkbuster. Not sure whether to get the Oscorp or the Mini Bugle. Well, it depends if you're going to backtrack the Doctor Strange, because if you're thinking of Doctor Strange, Reese, they're two completely different scales. So if you're thinking of doing like a smaller Marvel display, which would look really nice with the scale that you've just got with that Spidey set that you've just picked up, because of course you've got the Peter Parker apartments, then you've got the really nice little train and all of that kind of stuff. You might as well hold fire on the big Doctor Strange set, because the big Doctor Strange set will be in scale with the modulars and also with the big Daily Bugle and the Avengers Tower. So you could save yourself a good amount of money. And rather than getting the big Doctor Strange, you could put it into those, because the new little Oscorp, which is not little, but the new Oscorp and the new Daily Bugle do look smart, I think. Good evening, Lego King. How are we? So Lego King, Killian, Lego King. How are we all? But so at the moment we've got people in from India, Germany, Ireland. Trying to think where everybody else is from. We've got a fair few people in dotted all over the world at the moment. That's pretty cool. There is more, but I can't quite remember where everybody is. So that's kind of shut me up quite quickly. But this pink is really very, very, very pretty. So what I'm putting together at the moment, just so what you guys and girls can see, is I'm doing this bit. So that's what it is. You can see what that bit's supposed to be. And then on it goes. Oh, I think we've got to do the double. We've got to do the double on that. But yeah, this thing's going to be big. These. Yeah, it's a big thing. This real big thing. It's a meaty thing. Look at its backside. So it looks good on the stand, but just this by itself is a real big thing. So, DJI, I was thinking about the Hulkbuster. No, you weren't. That was Reese. DJI, I got Matt. DJI. You're building on the weekend. What are you building though? What are you going to be doing? You can't tease everybody like that and not let us know. Yeah, it looks nice. But I've got some yellow. Pink on yellow. What a beautiful combination this is. What we got on? Ooh. Go that way? I'm just guessing. I haven't got a clue where it goes. Did you get down to the Lego store today, Lego King? Or was it tomorrow? Sorry. Did you say you're going to go down to tomorrow to the Lego store? Because there's people are doing some smart stuff with that smart break now, putting it in the full-size lightsabers and flopping it around. Right, what? I've got to make sure that this is the right way. That looks amazing. This thing's huge. Right, I've got 4 clips that this clips on. Oh, there we go. It's taller than a monster can, in case anybody wanted it for anybody wants it for reference. And if everybody needs it in a tape measure format, I can let you know as well. But that thing it's big. It is very, very big, and I've got a bad feeling I have fluffed it. Have I? I have. Bugger. Just looking at the pieces that are left on that table going, that's not correct. Caught it. Oof. So why have I still got 3 pieces left? That will be the reason why. Because that goes on there, that goes on there, that goes on there, and now it doesn't matter how you push this bit on. I don't think. What an absolute pleb. That bit goes on anyway. That makes more sense. There we go. And then that bit just goes over the top. Nicely done. We do not want to be missing any pieces on this. Thank you very much. So we're now moving over to 662 is what we're moving on to. Colours are beautiful. Well, we've got all the vine whips and everything still to do as well. Oh, which bit did that go in there? Ooh. The colours on this are just scary. John! Yeah. At least it's his back, because with poor Pikachu, it'll be up his backside. You can have it obviously on or off. You can have it on or off. It's going to be there or thereabouts the same scale as Bowser. We pulled Bowser out before, so yeah, it's going to be if Bowser was on all 4s like this, when the vine whips and everything get added in and all the stuff wrap around it, because obviously that's just the top. So you've got all the greenery to add in, you've got all the leaves going over its shoulders. It will set in, but now it just looks like it's got a massive hernia. So it's probably in its most ugly stage at the moment, I would imagine. So it was like that with the face. Its face took a little while to come together. But how is John? Hopefully life is okay. Killian. Oh, right. Ah, there we go. I think Kai and Killian are battling over the phone, Lego King. So I think you're now seeing Killian. I think Killian's just seen you. I think that might be what it's to do with. But yeah, there's a lot of... There is actually a fair bit. In all fairness, there is a lot of detail going into this. And the pieces are much, much, much bigger than what I thought they were. And I can actually very surprised how heavy this bit is. And don't forget, when it stands on its base, it will all make more sense, I'm assuming. To be fair, John, if you like building up, like, because you like the space characters and all that kind of stuff, and doing the big Bowser was a nice build, but this thing it's heavy. There's a lot to it, like the pieces on this. I mean, look at the size of its shoulders. These pieces are huge that they've added in on these. The toes are okay. The mouth looks all right, so it doesn't look too bad. You're not going to see it from underneath there. But the mouth and the eyeballs look okay. They've done the ears nicely. It's all like the rounded parts. So the blue is really very effective. It'd just be interesting to see what the others are like, because this is the biggest by an absolute mile. And of course, when this is on the stand and you've got all the shrubbery, and don't forget that's what this Pokemon is, isn't it? It basically plants seeds for flowers and stuff. That just literally sits on, so it's not going to fall off, and that's what it looks like. So when you've got all of the other bits and pieces in and on it, it should be, there we go, look quite nice. So yeah, with all the green coming down the side, I think that'll work. I think that's going to look very effective. But it's heavy. It is heavy. So it'll be a good thing to throw at somebody, John, if you needed to. The base is a bit flimsy. It's not flimsy, sorry. The base is like a light frisbee, whereas this is a knockout punch, I would imagine. Fair enough. So Kai is in charge of the phone. Well, there we go. And I am looking for bag number 1. So who is having what? John, you've got to be having your lunch soon, haven't you? You're getting close to your lunchtime, I would imagine, or past your lunch. I don't know what time it is over with you. I haven't got a clue. What are we at to? 20. That's step 662. 24. Lots of green coming in now. Are these the vine whips? Are these the vine whips? It looks like they are. Oh. Tell you what, there's still 3 bags of detailing to add. So I'm assuming we're going to do some whips across the top, and then we've got some leafy bits on the side, potentially. Missed your comment again. Where is your comment? Apocalypseburg. There we go. I can see your Apocalypseburg. So that's what you're going to be building, your Apocalypseburg. Was it arrived, though? That's why I asked. Is your Apocalypseburg arrived yet? I can find out. Just the standard 15 hot wings. Just like extra spice on them as well, John, were they? Yeah. John's living the dreams. I'm sat here going, I wonder what I can have. Is it a tin of beans? A bit of bread? Loop. What is it? What's the SKU number? 10303. 10303. 344 was the original price of that. It's a lot more expensive now. It is a meter tall. It is huge. Good looking. It's a cool set, but yeah, it'll have to more than likely have to be moved. Reese having Chippy. Oh. It's not fair. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. They'll arrive within a day. Oh, that's exciting. What this thing? Yeah. Well, I can't use it now though. This is why it's bugging me, because you lot all arrange this, which looks fantastic, but I can't actually get the thing onto the track because it's pinned against the roof and it's too long. So I am going to, because I'm going to have this as a more mini land area, because potentially the Pokemon set could go here facing forward. So if that was the backdrop, you would have the 3 of them here, maybe instead, and then or Pikachu or something or whatever. But this, because it's on this table and it's overhanging, and I knocked it when I did the unboxing video, so it is actually in the waves. I don't want to damage it, but if it fits with the ceiling height, it should go at the end of the Ninjago. So I've got 2 roller coasters Ninjago. Fingers crossed. Oh, good old UPS. They've shafted John. So it's still broken then. Yeah. But now, hang on. Look. Now we can see how badly damaged it is now, shall we? So here it is. Bit of product testing for everybody. Wrapping it round. Are they going the wrong way? I can't even remember which way it's supposed to be going. There we go. So this is all completely knackered because it doesn't even go back on itself. So this whole track is worse than what it was because we moved it and just didn't basically put it all back together. So this is just all wrong. Like this whole bit here, it's not a very happy thing. Like the track's not even attached. So what's going to happen is it comes. Don't forget it's vertical. I can't go back. You can't even see, can you? I can't go back any further than that because it hits the roof. So I can't actually use the thing anymore. And if I do this, it just falls off. There we go. Well, that says something then, John, doesn't it? I reckon they've just gone, you know what? I recognise that name. You can wait. You can wait. So yeah, so we've just killed everybody, and it has just landed on the Pokemon base. So yeah, that's not gone well. So yeah, we could potentially put this put this here, maybe. Because it'd still be close enough to the Bowser, which would look nice. And it's part of the mini land. So, but no, I don't want this to be broken, and I actually can't fix it and to make sure it works properly in the location that it's in. Now, I know it looks snazzy on the live stream, but I don't know what else we could use for height here. That's the only thing, because we've moved all the big bits behind the box, haven't we? So, yeah, Ninjago's good. We like a bit of Ninjago. Killian's a big Ninjago fan. The Old Town Killian is fantastic, by the way. That is really very, very good. That was a good fun build to put that together. We're moving on to a lot of green. A lot of greenery now. What we got? Lots of tubes and stuff. So I wonder if these are all the different vines it's going to be using. I need to pay attention to this because it's obviously got to be at a certain angle. I can't actually tell what way that's supposed to be going, to be honest. I'm just gonna guess and hope for the best. There's gonna be dribble. Dribblage is gonna be happening. So I think it's Every is the worst here in the UK. I think is it Every? Are they the ones that are really bad? Who's the one that always gets a load of jip when it just doesn't turn up? They always sort of make the jokes about it at Christmas, where one knocks on your door, one throws it over the wall, and one of them boots it in the river or something silly like that. There's some length. We have got some length. I can't tell by the box what way that's supposed to be. Is it like that? It might be like that. Can't be that hard to put this together, but I am dribbling. There. That just looks like it's too far. That doesn't look right. Why is that going over his ear? No. Curve. Curve. Other way. Curve. Can't be dribbling that badly. Surely not. Pass. Assuming it's going to be something like that. Don't even think that's right either. Maybe that's that. It goes that way. Can't be that hard. I'm just being a numpty. I think it's something like that. You can see it. I think it's actually. Oh, in other news, 25%. Are you? All right. Critter, eat a piece. I could try. Be crunchy though, Critter, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Critter, eat a piece. Why don't we eat a piece? That's a great idea. Everybody say hello to Critter. I heard the blue ones are good. What they taste better. Well, I've got choices. I've got light green, dark green. You've got a bit of blue. I don't know if there's like extra crunch in the blue ones, maybe. Not too sure. Not too sure. So what are we doing next? We've got. Still can't tell if that's the right way. Killian can hear. There we go. That's all right then. Killian's back in the game. Good. How is this? Honestly, how I put this on to how it should be is just so backwards. It's silly. Maybe that's the right way. I am dribbling. Oh, that might be it. It might just be a bit. That kind of looks right. Just looks like it's different on the box to what it does look like in the instruction booklet. That's what I can't quite tell. So if I think I need to just focus on one or the other. So with this, look, it's like it curves in key. You got a curve, it goes upside down, curves over in itself, and it curves away from the eyeball. But this one, it's going directly over the eyeball. Just looks like it's got a different angle. So anyway, that's for me being an absolute moron. Let's see what is going on. I'm going to put the other side on. So is anybody waiting for anything to arrive from their delivery at the weekend? Nothing, Killian. Nothing. Not too much. Just said that you were doing something, cooking something. I don't know at what point he stole the phone, so it might have been all the way from Transformers. I don't know. It is great for the analytics because the more of you that talk, the more popular YouTube thinks this stream is. So it will push the next stream next time. So it works for me when you guys and girls are talking to each other. It doesn't make a difference what you guys talk about. It is perfect. Yeah, it's a cool looking thing, Roman. It's a nice build. It is enjoyable. And to be honest, I genuinely thought this was going to be full of like really tiny pieces, but they're not. I mean, you can see just what I've got in front of me. They're all much larger bits. So because the base for the flowers, I thought, there's going to be loads of smaller bits, but they weren't. They're all really big plates. I think the small bits are going to be used potentially for the water, I think. But even still, this is the biggest one, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, so we can't complain. One, two, three, four, five. There's a fifth. What way? Come on. There. I think this is the most confusing part of the build. I can't really figure out on the instructions how these are supposed to work. And if you get it wrong, it's going to look worse than I normally do it. So I'm hoping that these match up. If not, I'll take it apart and do it. Oldsbrick says the castle is elite. Yeah, that gingerbread castle is very, very naughty. Very, very naughty. So, yeah, we want regular updates with that, please, Sean, because it's filthy, isn't it? Let's be quite honest about things. It is very, very naughty. Oh, literally mirror building it. I'm assuming that's kind of how it should be. It kind of goes somewhere like that way. That way. Yeah, I think that's mirror built. So yeah, these things are these bits are massive. Look at it. It's a cool looking thing. It's all been him. Killian's had his phone stolen by his little one. Right, with regards to the poll, let's have a look. See, so the poll wise at the moment, with 16 votes in, 44% for nostalgia, 50% of you want end result and display, 6% for building experience, 0% for investment, which is good. So yeah, it's getting there. It is getting there. Roaming bricks. It does look. I think it looks quite nice. Everybody's liked the video so far as well. Thank you very much indeed. So what we'll do, we'll finish this bag off. Oh, we'll possibly finish this bag off, depending on how long it's going to take. And then I'll get some food. And then we'll do a slightly shorter stream later on, just looking at all of the new sets and what people think of them and blah, 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 blah. Just look like I'm making some leaves now, though. So that should be good. Let's have a look, see at these. So I wonder what these will look like when they're all done. So again, the green on this is really, really powerful. It's a really nice looking green. They've got quite a nice earth brown. It's not quite the accident brown that they tend to use. It's more of a an actual dirt brown, which kind of works well. Of course, it is a grass, well, predominantly grass type Pokemon, isn't it? So it makes sense that it's on a base of grass, not a base of poison, which is good. And I am assuming we've got darker and lighter green is supposed to be a thing. Can find out. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. So we'll get this one ear or leaf done, and then I'll finish this other side off tomorrow, and then figure out what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Where are we? Yeah. I don't know what will be the better way around in doing it. Getting the base, get the other part of the base done before I do. It's good that I'm spoiled. I just don't know the better way around of doing it. The bags at the moment, just for this, is 24. So the set itself, there's 6,800 pieces, isn't there? So it's a big thing. But this is where all the detail goes in. So like all the vine whips and all the stuff, and obviously all these completely different elements that they're adding in. But it's a lot of color going in, which is just really nice and bright and vibrant. So yeah, you've got to do two of these, but you've got all the. So I'm on 677 now, and you've got all of the different layers of tiling, and yeah, it's very well thought through. Very well thought through. I've heard now a lot of people think Pokemon in person looks better than what they thought, so which is always good to know. But it's just the bases for people are a problem, aren't they? That's what people don't like. There's a lot of different size bits. We've got olive green, deep green, all sorts of different chunky monkey bits going on with this. 670. Lighter green, darker green, lighter. I've got two types of green going on this at the same time. I'm like, I want to make sure I'm actually putting the right bit on it. And that would just not be, wouldn't end well, would it? I ended up fluffing that up. But yeah, I basically got to do the same thing again. So I will finish the second half of this leaf off tomorrow. So at least you get to see what half of it looks like now. And then we'll do a bit of a deep dive in as soon as I can. I'll be aiming for 8 o'clock. It'll be tight, but it'll be around 8 o'clock. And we can just have a look at the new editions. We can take a look, see at that, see what it's all about. No, there's a lot of detail going on this. So I'm assuming why is that like that? What's going on? Ah, you absolute monumental. No. Right, I'm going to knock it on the head there because I've just done something like an idiot. But that is that's obviously one of his leaves. So we're going to be clipping it onto the side, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, isn't it? So Right, I'm going to end the poll, end the stream, and then have some food, and then we'll be having a look at all of the new bits and pieces. About 45 minutes. So there's the poll ended. We're doing the double. So I will get some food, and then we will carry back on shortly. So take care, all. Hopefully you are all living the dream. And yeah, we'll carry on. Basically, I think I'll complete this, and I've got to figure out if I'm going to be building this up first tomorrow or not. So we'll see what's won. Right, so give me 50 minutes. The stream will be set up while I'm shove some stuff in the oven. So you guys and girls can carry on chit-chatting to each other then. And then we'll just basically go from there. So I will see you shortly. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.